Hello. Do you like talk radio? No. I absolutely murderously despise talk radio of any kind, but in particular, the sort which a lot of you erroneously consider to be conservative talk radio. Believe me, there is nothing at all conservative about any of those schmucks. I cannot stand those programs. Is it any wonder that I almost only exclusively listen to the Mexican radio station? There was this one day. The Mexican radio station, it's on the AM dial, right? Numerically, right next to it, there used to be this ignorant little podunk station that used to play some of that crap as a subsidiary. And one afternoon, they were playing that sack of trash, Michael Savage, on his show, and it was at one of those intervals where he was screaming at one of the callers who'd called in and that he disagreed with, and he was yelling at him to hang up and get off his show. And ironically, they were arguing about immigration, about illegal aliens sneaking over the border from Mexico into the United States, and how they should all turn around and leave. And at that moment, the two radio stations being side by side, they got their wires crossed. The frequency wavelength somehow had overlapped, so that when I turned on that radio, there was this burst of static, and then for a moment, all you could hear was, Ay, orale, fin de semana, get off my show. Ay, fiesta antes que nadie, get out of here. Ay, yo tengo cerveza que cante, get off my show. I tell you, that was really something to hear. But no, I hate talk radio, to answer your question. Why do you carry a Luger? Are you new to this planet? Or more to the point, are you new to this city? Don't you see what's going on out there in these streets? You should be asking me why everybody isn't going out there armed to the teeth. Unless you mean, why do I carry that specific kind of a pistol? I don't know. That's just what they issued everybody. What else am I supposed to carry? Are you ready to answer my Ayn Rand question yet? The Atlas Shrugged? Kids, that's over 1,000 pages long. You're going to have to give me a little time. Although I can tell you, so far, I'm beginning to understand why the more radical, socialist-leaning elements don't care for this book. I'm beginning to understand why it is that you don't like the lady who wrote it. That is beginning to assert itself as the plot progresses, most definitely. Can you tell us the story behind this picture? This had better, by God, not be. Someone must have taken a picture and then turned it into a show flyer. When I wrote my book, I was in St. Louis, Missouri, which a lot of you think is in the middle of the country and in the middle of nowhere, and it kind of is. But what you might not know is St. Louis, Missouri is only about 4.5 to 5, well, 3 if you drive like a maniac. It's only about 3 hours away from Chicago. Yeah. My lost weekend. I told you I liked a good cigar. Do you agree with the Brady bill? The background check and the waiting period for purchasing a firearm? Sure, I don't have any problem with that. It's sound enough logic behind it. It came at a pretty steep price. No, I don't disagree with it. If you're in such an all-fire hurry to get a hold of a weapon, maybe you need a little bit of a waiting period, of a time out to gather your thoughts. It's not in very good taste. I will concede that. Not unlike Alan Sherman and Weird Al Yankovic, I used to write musical satires, where you take a song and you use it as a vehicle for a parody or for lampooning current events or controversial issues. And I remember back when this happened, I wrote a song about the Brady bill. Whoever goes on to edit this, if you want to splice the music into the background, go right ahead. We'll see if I can remember it. Here's the story of a man named Brady, who has made the House of Congress so inspired. He was press secretary to the Oval Office, though he has since retired. Here's the story of a man named Hinckley, who was either a Democrat or a nut, or maybe he simply did not like Reaganomics due to a budget cut. Till the one day Mr. Hinckley pulled the trigger, and Mr. Brady took a bullet for his boss, and from that day on endorsed the legislation that has made the NRA so very cross. The Brady Bill. The Brady Bill. That's the way it became the Brady Bill. I warned you that that was not in very good taste. Mr. Brady, wherever you are, you done good.